You're in the dark. Something is deeply wrong with your body. Your legs don't feel like legs anymore, and there's a strange warmth spreading through you. It is your own tissue breaking down. Solid muscle is dissolving into liquid, and your vital organs are coming apart right down at the cellular level. You are right now approximately 70. It was smaller than your thumbnail, and it completely bypassed your poison defenses. It landed on your back for exactly 4 seconds, drove an ovipositor through your skin, and injected a cluster of eggs directly into your body. This diagram shows a cross-section of what happens next. For the rest of your time as a caterpillar, you operate as a living nursery. The larvae hatch inside you, systematically consuming your fat reserves while dodging your vital organs to keep you alive. Which brings us back to the dark. When you finally spin your chrysalis, you are stepping into a blind biological gamble. You have no idea if a butterfly is going to emerge, or if the shell will split open and dozens of wasps will pour out. But you get lucky. Floating inside the soup of your dissolved body are dormant cell clusters called imaginal discs. This diagram illustrates how those glowing clusters begin pulling the soup together to build a completely new anatomy. They rapidly assemble a brand new nervous system, and a wing forms from material that was recently your third leg. 2 weeks pass. The jade shell finally splits, and you physically push your way out into the sunlight. You open wings that catch the light like stained glass. Emerging fully formed means you have successfully navigated a total physical reconstruction while surviving the parasitic threat. Now the air takes you, but your new form comes with an immediate trade-off. You no longer have a mouth that can eat solid food. You rely entirely on a tubular proboscis to drink liquid nectar. Because you are burning through energy you can barely replace, you are placed on a strict, unavoidable 2-week biological clock. In that short window, you execute a high-speed, erratic dodge to avoid a praying mantis strike from 2 meters away. When a bird dives at you from above, you immediately pull off a gravity-defying evasion, dropping 3 vertical meters in less than a second to disappear into the undergrowth. You navigate the forest, you find a mate, and fulfill your biological directive. You've secured your reproductive success while pulling off peak physical maneuvers. You are at the absolute zenith, the exact top of the arc. Nature doesn't deal in happy endings. What finally grounds you isn't the parasitic wasps you survived or the birds you dodged. The thing that ends you is a tiny mechanical failure. This diagram shows the microscopic structure of your left wing. A tiny tear along a delicate vein has worsened for days. It feels like nothing until you lift off and the vein finishes tearing. The geometric structure snaps completely, and aerodynamics fail. The wing folds wrong. You overcorrect, rapidly burning out your remaining energy reserves in a futile fight against your broken wing to stay level. You find a branch, you grip it heavily, and you never take off again. You did everything perfectly, but you carry a biological expiration date. These wings were engineered to fail the moment your reproductive clock ran out. But your code survives. Your descendants will eventually form massive swarms and migrate thousands of kilometers out over the open ocean. They will make that journey with no map, zero memory, and no one to follow. They will rely entirely on chemistry in their cells, carrying instructions passed down from ancestors that dissolved into soup months before they even existed. The individual butterfly is ultimately just a fragile, temporary vehicle for carrying data to the next generation. Life out here might be rough, but there's another animal out there dealing with an even more brutal biological reality. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video on screen to see for yourself.